Imagine waking up tomorrow and, for the first time in years, you don't reach for your phone. There are no notifications, no endless feeds, no stories, no memes, nothing. Just silence. Picture this: a world where you don't feel the urge to scroll and your mind is no longer hijacked by highlights of someone else's day. Seriously, imagine a life without social. Would you thrive or would you panic? Hey, welcome back to the Growth Mindset Project. If you're passionate about building a better, more intentional life, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you don't miss out on new perspectives. You won't want to miss what's coming up next. So, let's rewind the clock a bit. Maybe you're like me. Your first phone was a shiny little device, and your biggest worry was making it past the tricky levels in mobile games. But soon enough, something changed. Suddenly, it wasn't about the games anymore. It was about the networks. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Everyone, and I mean everyone, started joining them. And when everyone you know is on social, it's almost like you have no choice. You sign up. And yeah, I'll admit it, it was exciting at first. Connecting with friends, sharing dumb inside jokes, feeling like you belonged. But over time, something else crept in. I developed this reflex. Every time there was a quiet moment, right after waking up, walking between classes, or even just waiting for the microwave to beep, my hand would reach for my phone. Scroll, scroll, scroll. No intention, no purpose. Just a digital trance, flipping through other people's photos, hunting for dopamine. Hours disappeared like water down the drain, and at some point, it all felt normal, because everyone else was doing exactly the same thing. But then came the transition out of high school, university life, where routines disappeared, and suddenly I had this huge expanse of free time. If you're not careful, when you have all the time in the world, boredom doesn't inspire you, it traps you. I found myself drowning in other people's lives online, comparing, doubting, wishing I was anywhere but in my own skin. Imagine a life without social at that point. It felt impossible. My friends, my identity, my whole sense of belonging seemed tied to those tiny, glowing icons. If you're still with me, drop a like below and tell me in the comments, have you ever actually tried to quit social media? What happened? Did anything change? For a long time, I ignored how being wrapped up in this digital reality made me feel. Drained, unmotivated, anxious, and oddly disconnected. Until, finally, I looked in the mirror and was just done. I deleted it all. No more stories, no more DMs, no more scrolling at 1 a.m, wishing my life was different. The first days were rough. The emptiness was real. Suddenly, there was so much time. I literally found myself staring at the ceiling, wondering, what now? But then, that boredom became a playground. Since I didn't have the easy escape of my phone anymore, I was forced to actually sit with my thoughts, to listen to myself. And somewhere in that quiet, these old dreams and hobbies started poking their heads out again. Picture this. Imagine a life without social, where boredom isn't the enemy. Instead, it's the gateway to imagination, to curiosity, to honest self-reflection. I started reading that stack of books gathering dust. I went on long walks. I reached out to friends by calling and actually having deep, meaningful conversations. I even started writing again, something I thought I had lost. In the silence, I finally heard my own voice. My attention span, which had felt shattered by years of scrolling, started to heal. I could finally sit down, focus, and finish a task without jumping up every 5 minutes to check notifications. Whenever the urge to open an app struck, I'd catch myself, breathe, and redirect to something real, a project, a workout, a spontaneous adventure outside. If you haven't already, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe for more insights like this, and share your own experiences with quitting social. Your journey might inspire someone else to take that first step. Did I experience FOMO? Absolutely. In the beginning, I was convinced I'd miss out. Miss a big party, or a crucial piece of news, or something important from a friend. But as the days rolled by, it turned out what I was missing wasn't all that important. I didn't need to know about every new meme, every influencer controversy, or someone's vacation to Bali. What I was actually missing out on before was my own life. And the question of losing touch with friends? Out of the hundreds of people I was connected with, only a tiny handful noticed or cared. My real friends, those who truly matter, found ways to keep in touch. We met up, called, and when we talked, it felt so much more intentional. It was face-to-face, real connection. Imagine a life without social, where friendship isn't measured by likes and comments, but by the time you invest in each other in person. But the biggest change? My mental health. I found a new sense of peace in the smallest things: a cup of tea on the balcony, laughing over dinner with family, unhurried walks around the neighborhood. Without other people's perfect snapshots constantly in my face, I stopped comparing myself to everyone else. I stopped wishing I was living a different life. Let me tell you, a lot of what you see on social is straight up fake. I remember a friend posting about the best day ever, then calling me later, feeling terrible and worn out. Social media is a highlight reel, and we so often forget that. Without the pressure to perform, to constantly update, I started living more authentically, just soaking in the moment. If this sounds dramatic, let me assure you, the difference is real. My anxiety dropped. My mind felt calm for the first time in years. Every small joy felt amplified. Instead of investing my energy on the next viral trend, I started investing in the things that actually matter: my goals, my passions, my relationships, and my own growth. Now, I'm not saying social media is all bad. It does have upsides. It connects us, spreads ideas, and gives us a platform. But more often than not, it robs us of our time, our focus, our mental clarity, and even the way we build real relationships. When you walk into a cafe now and see everyone glued to their phones, you realize how much we're missing. Kids stuck on screens instead of playing, couples texting instead of talking, friends sharing memes instead of memories. When you imagine a life without social, what do you see? I see time. I see presence. I see real laughter, real connection, and the freedom to truly chase what excites me. I see the power to simply be, without the world watching and judging and offering their 2 cents. So, if you've ever wondered what would really change if you deleted social media for 30 days, here's my answer: everything. It's uncomfortable, it's lonely at first, but on the other side, there is clarity, energy, and a life that actually belongs to you. Thank you for tuning in to the Growth Mindset Project. If you're curious about what happens when you experiment with your habits and mindset, check out some of my other videos on the channel. And don't forget, hit that bell so you never miss a fresh take on building your best self. See you next time.